Now I'm going to give you a 40-year example of Sleep 16 holiday lets. So if you hold it for the 40 years, what does it look like? So we're going to assume that we're buying with no discount. We're just buying it at market value. So the cash flow on a property, as we've just said, is £30,000 per annum. So if you times that by 40 years, you get £1.2 million of cash flow profit. £1.2 million. If you cash flow £30,000 a year, which is the example I just gave you, for the next 40 years, you will make £1.2 million. So we're going to assume that we're buying the holiday let at £400,000. On average, they double every 8 years, but we're going to say they double every 10 just to make our numbers a bit easier. So if we double after 10 years, it goes up to 800,000. We double it again, 1.6 million. Again, 3.2 million. And at 40 years, our property will be worth £6.4 million. £6.4 million. £6.4 million of equity growth, £1.2 million of cash flow. That's £7.6 million in 40 years that you will have made from your holiday let property. If you meet all our rules and you do everything we say and you buy in the right areas, you will come out with £7.6 million in 40 years. £7.6 million. Even if we half it, £3.8 million, that's £95,000 a year that you will make for the rest of your life off of 40 years, however long you hold it. £95,000 a year for the rest of your life in equity growth and cash flow. £3.8 million, that's half. So you're generally going to make £7.6 million in 40 years. That's why we spend all this time looking to buy these properties and working hard to find the right properties, because they make this kind of money. Now, once you refinance that, it's an unlimited return on investment. It's unlimited. Once you get that capital out and back in your pocket, it's a free property. It's unlimited return. On average, one property can turn into free every 10 years. So if you buy one holiday let, it will then turn into free holiday after 10 years. So what we're going to do is show the example if you refinance and buy more holiday lets. So it's free in 10 years. You can buy 9 after 20 years. You'll have 27 after 30 years. And after 40 years, you can own 81 holiday let properties. 81 of them. So the example I just gave you back there of holding one property for 40 years and earning £7.6 million in 40 years, if you were then to refinance that property, you will have 81 holiday let properties in 40 years. Let's half it. 40 holiday lets in 40 years. That's one a year. One a year. 40 holiday let properties in 40 years. On 40 holiday let properties, cash flowing £30,000 a year, that's £1.2 million per annum you can make on 40 properties. £1.2 million. If you start today, in 40 years' time, you could be earning £1.2 million in cash flow per annum. But we've got equity growth. So based on a 400 grand property at 8% per annum, you're going to make £30,000 equity growth times by the 40 properties that you will own. That is another £1.2 million per annum you will make in equity growth. That is £2.4 million per annum that you will make owning 40 holiday let properties. I just want to make it stick with you guys. £2.4 million per annum you will make for the rest of your life. And then it'll go down to your kids and they'll make it for the rest of their life. It'll go down to their kids and their kids and their kids. And the same example will happen. And this is because you bought one property of £400,000 and ran it as a Sleep 16 holiday let. Why isn't this sticking with you? £2.4 million per annum if you buy one holiday let and carry on buying for the next 40 years. It's crazy. This is why we say buy to the right rules, buy in the right areas, and just work hard. People say these are impossible to buy. We say, yeah, we know, but we find them because we know we're going to make this kind of money. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But that's the 4 profit levers of holiday lets and the 4 profit levers and how powerful they can be for your property investing journey.